What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Tyler, and this Moore League softball highlight is brought to you by the fine folks down at Naples Rib Company, and all of our softball coverage this season is sponsored by Playmakers. All of our coverage of Long Beach Poly is sponsored by Bryson Financial, and all of our Millikan coverage is sponsored by Curtis Boyer. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We were out at Joe Rodgers, a beautiful day to be outside and enjoy some softball, and this was a darn good one. Poly won this meeting last year at Joe Rodgers, but Millikan had a mercy rule win over the Jackrabbits earlier this year. We've got a palindrome in the circle, 14 versus 41. Lana Chow for Poly and Ava Schaffel for Millikan squaring off in this one. And the Rams, they came out swinging in the first, but with nothing to show for it. Morgan Zimmerman, a line out to left field. And then check out Ari Molina with the great running catch. Shoestring catch out in right field. Nothing doing for Millikan in the first. Poly very happy to have Tiare Ho-Ching back in the lineup. She missed the first meeting between these teams, and remember me? She introduces herself back to the Rams with a lead-off double into the left center field gap, and then younger sister Kiele also shops at the gap. That's an easy RBI to bring in Tiare, but this one would end up a triple as Kiele is going to dive headfirst into third base. So 1-0 Poly with nobody out in the first inning, exactly how the Jackrabbits wanted to get this one started. However, a great job by Schaffel to shake it off and escape further harm, gets the harmless pop-up, and then the strikeout for out number 2, looking to strand the younger Ho-Ching over there at third. And then this strikeout looking would end the frame and keep it a 1-0 deficit for the Rams, and they would go right to work in the top of the second. Jocelyn Owen going to lead off the inning with a single up the middle. Then a sac bunt moves courtesy runner Liana Lopez into scoring position. Riley McAndrew sends a hot shot to the right side. Nice play by Tiare to get the second out on a tough hop over there. Then Addie Everett comes through with a 2-out RBI as this hot shot pops out of the glove and touches grass. Rams tie it up. It's 1-1 in the second inning, and that's where we would stay for a while, into the sixth inning, in fact. Schaffel mowing down the Jackrabbits with at least one strikeout in every inning. She K'd the side in 3 different innings, showing her full repertoire. She had 8 strikeouts looking, which you don't see often, and was just really spotting up on the inside part of the plate. The San Diego State-bound senior showed why she is the best arm in the Moore League, putting up consecutive zeros for the Rams. Meanwhile, Millikan was putting it in play, but to no avail, lining into a tough luck double play to kill a potential rally. Then the Rams making hard contact consistently in this game, but Poly well positioned and made a lot of sure-handed plays all over the field as we are still tied in the 6th. Bottom half of the 6th, top of the Poly order coming up, and you know what that means. Walk to Tiare to start the inning. Then Kiele, a perfectly placed chopper over third base. That goes into left field. That's going to put 2 on with nobody out. The Rams saw in the first inning. That's not the worst case scenario with those 2, but plenty of work to do to escape the jam. Schaffel then locks in, gets a K for the first out, her 12th strikeout of the day. Then this pop out to McAndrew is going to be out number 2. But still, one more big out to get for Poly. Molina hits a chopper to short, but Tiare is going to beat the throw to third, and the bases are now loaded for Poly. So, nervous time for Millikan. Up comes freshman Sunny Va'afuti. She sends a flare to right field, and that will drop just out of the reach of a diving Kayla Cisneros. 2 runs would score. It's a ground rule double, so only 2 runs for Poly. The Ho-Ching sisters both come home to score to make it 3-1 Jackrabbits in the 6th. What a moment in that Poly dugout. Then a line drive would end the inning and strand a pair, but salute to the freshman Va'afuti with a big hit for Poly. They are now 3 outs away from getting the upset and handing Millikan their first league loss. But with 1 out in the 7th, a hot shot by McAndrew, then the throw gets away. So the Rams now have a runner in scoring position with 1 out here in the inning, but they do need 2 runs. Next up is Everett, who rolls one through the left side. That's going to put Rams at the corners. So tying run at first base with 1 out. Next up is Schaffel. Her grounder up the middle leads to a force out at second. So now 2 outs. McAndrew comes home to score to make it 3-2 Poly, but the important run is at first base. Haley Famat going to ground one to third, and it gets away, so 2 Rams now on base, and the tying run in scoring position. Poly still just needs 1 more out, but obviously the pressure is mounting from the Rams. Top of the order up, Morgan Zimmerman takes a walk, and that will load the bases for Millikan with 2 outs. So Polly just desperate for that last out here. And these are the situations you dream of as a kid. Kayla Cisneros, the chance to be a hero for the Rams. 2 outs, bases loaded, down by 1. On the 0-1 pitch, it's a KC masterpiece. Line drive to center field, 2 runs score easily. Here comes Zimmerman all the way from first. She will score a 3 RBI knock for Cisneros as the Rams take the lead. And you can see she is geeked out at second base. 1 out away from defeat for 3 straight batters, but the Rams take their first lead. It's 5-3. Next up is Katie Nahr. She slaps an RBI the other way. That's going to give Millikan a 6-3 lead as the dam just kind of broke at that point. 2 batters later, Layla Asi keeps the hyphy train rolling. Her RBI will bring home another run as the Rams score 6 runs in the 7th to take a 7-3 lead. Wow. Schaffel with 2 strikeouts to start the bottom half of the inning, so now Millikan is just 1 out away, but back to the top of the order. After a walk to Tiare, Kiele Ho-Ching singles again, so 2 on for Polly with 2 outs. Imani Lamsam singles through the right side. Tiare would come home to score easily. The throw to third is wild, so Kiele is going to get up, and she will race home and dive in again. You know she's always going to get dirty every time she comes out to the softball field. The deficit's cut in half as those 2 score again, but another strikeout for Schaffel would end the game. Her 15th strikeout of the day as she goes the distance, and Millikan gets the thrilling come-from-behind win late. Your final score 7-5 in favor of the Rams, as Millikan remains undefeated in Moore League play this season as they are in search of a 4th straight league title. Wow, this Moore League softball season has been a lot of fun, and we are far from finished. If you want the coverage the rest of the way, you got to stay right here, the562.org, your nonprofit home for Long Beach sports.